Hadouken! Welcome to The Know, I'm Ryan Haywood.
And I'm Jeremy Dooley.
Oh, Hideo Kojima's next video game, Death Stranding, is probably 90 years and 3 generations away at this point, but...
It's a while.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a wait. That, however, has not stopped the famed developer from already spinning up one of those crazy hype engines he likes to run.
He's already getting into it, he loves it. If you thought Metal Gear Solid 1, 3, or 5 represented some of Kojima's best work, you ain't seen nothing yet. According to him, this is going to be the best game he's ever produced, because he's not going to have to compromise the way he used to.
Take that, Konami.
Yeah.
Oh, burn! And that lack of compromise is going to help him achieve his vision like never before.
Oh,
apparently.
transcendent.
These comments, which may or may not be veiled shots at Konami, originated from a recent conversation Kojima had with PlayStation's Mark Cherney on stage at the Developer Brighton conference.
Yeah, at one point during the presentation, Kojima said, "When I'm making games, there's ultimately a point where I have to give up something, where I need to compromise in order to get things done." Kind of jabs there. But this time, working with Mark through technology, using different technologies, we will get around that.
Through the power of technology.
Through technology.
Technology. We've got great technologies. We've got the best technologies.
We have the technology.
Kojima went on to say, "I'm very confident that working together, we will be able to make something that no one has ever seen.
Damn.
Something completely new. It should be my best work so far, and I'm very confident working with Mark."
Yeah. Man, alright, so these guys need to cool it with all the PDA, or Norman Reedus is going to get jealous.
I mean, he nuded up for this. It
He
feels
really
like you
did.
really should throw him a bone.
Nuded up, ripped his belly button off.
For those wondering who Mark Cerny is and why Kojima has had such a nerd boner over him, he's an industry veteran who currently acts as consultant for Sony. He was the guy that Kojima did his world tour to find the technology to develop Death Stranding.
Cerny was the lead architect for the PS4, and his group even came in to consult on The Last Guardian. There was a little bit of rumor about whether or not Cerny was actually saving The Last Guardian or not, but again, that's mostly hearsay.
Regardless, it seems like Cerny's position within PlayStation is to help people make things happen. He's a doer.
Yeah.
He greases the wheels.
He dreams it and then he does it.
Yeah. And, well, no, he's not the dreamer.
No.
He's
the doer?
He's the grease.
He takes the dreams.
Yeah, no, he makes the wheels turn.
Got it.
And having that kind of help is probably the opposite of what Kojima has available to him at Konami. Oh, double burn. In terms of freedom to explore and create with... We keep saying technology. It's like the man is fucking is he a scientist now?
Well, yeah, dude, the technology. And technology is what most of Kojima's excitement is about. Specifically, the technology required to convey human emotion through the medium of gaming.
Okay, it's easy. Here, that's actually mad sad, and then there's mad quizzical.
This is maybe happy.
Yeah. Here's what Kojima had to say about that. Even direct contact from one real human being to another is kind of hard to convey some emotion. I think our current technology allows us to convey some emotions, but through the evolution of technology, facial expressions, body temperature, I think it will come to a point where it will be easier to reach out emotionally through games, through online, or whatnot, than through actual interaction with other human beings.
Body temperature. Good thing he's got that technology. Your PS4 warms up. You're like, ooh, he's happy. He went on to say, "It will become easier, and I think we are really getting close to the point where it will be easier to get emotions through games than through actual people."
So according to him, it'll be one day easier to convey emotions through the internet than it is face-to-face. Sure.
Yeah, okay, alright. At the moment, we don't know much at all about Death Stranding, besides some vague Kojima-esque comments, and that really bizarre trailer with Norman Reedus, you know the one I'm talking about. He's got the baby and like the no belly button, and it's all kind of fucking weird. But it's encouraging that Kojima is so excited about the project this early on.
Apparently, Kojima was terrified about Death Stranding leaking early before E3. In a recent Hideo 2 vlog on YouTube, the developer shared that he was so nervous about E3 leaks that he couldn't sleep in the weeks leading up to the conference.
Oh, damn. That's,
he didn't
I can expect that to be nerve-wracking, though. I get it, yeah. What little we do actually know about the game comes from a series of cryptic tweets. In those, it was stated that Death Stranding would give death in games a new meaning. Plus, it'll give players a method of attacking one another and connecting with one another in new ways. He also said that the game should basically be a brand new genre, somewhere in the vein of an action RPG.
Back in May, Kojima has also indicated Death Stranding would appeal to fans of The Division
All right, we played it.
And Uncharted,
Also played it.
which would make some of those technology comments about emotion make a little bit more sense. One of the stops he made on his world tour was to check out Naughty Dog's motion capture capabilities.
There you go. And now, according to Kojima, not being limited by a studio or technology is going to help him convey even more emotion than ever. His new partnership with Sony means that he has more freedom than he's previously had at Konami. Even more. Sony's just giving him everything. But, Konami, who still gave him upward of $80 million and a ton of time to produce Metal Gear Solid 5. But more freedom. There's more.
Not quite enough to put in the last
Not
scene.
enough.
That freedom is what led Kojima to picking Sony as his partner, and Sony seems to understand they need to be hands-off with his new creativity. In an interview with VG247, PlayStation's Jim Ryan said that shackling Kojima is probably not a very wise thing to do.
Oof, like an animal. While many are probably excited to hear that Kojima's talents will be completely unleashed onto his new venture, there's also a bit of concern that it might make development drag on too long, or that it might hamper the game in some respects.
It's typical for creative types to rail against the confines of studio oversight, and yes, everybody hates Konami.
Yeah, everyone does it.
But Kojima still managed to produce some of the greatest games of all time within those confines.
Yes, all right. It's good that he won't have his creative vision limited. So it's possible he'll create something better than ever before, as he says. But, on the flip side, sometimes predetermined boundaries can help narrow down artistic vision in a good way.
Yeah, other times it actually just helps get shit done.
Yeah.
While Konami did totally get cut out the ending of Metal Gear Solid 5 due to time constraints, according to reports. At some point, you just have to get the game out into the wild. And it was still considered by many to be one of the greatest games of the year. And, it made a little buzz.
Exactly.
It sold all right.
It was a success.
Yeah.
What's really interesting is how focused he seems to be on the technology for conveying actual emotion. It's not like anybody's ever faulted his games for not being able to efficiently communicate that kind of thing before. And it certainly didn't stop him from making way too many cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid 4. There was a ton.
Is it a lot? I never played that one.
Me neither. I'm just reading the thing.
Okay, good. There's lots of nods in the room.
Everyone's nodding.
Everyone seems to agree. Too many in Metal Gear.
What?
A little
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear.
All right.
Overall, we count ourselves among the people excited to see what he does now without studio interference, even if it means we get more weird dead baby gameplay. Or
what do you guys think of Kojima's comments about Death Stranding? Are you expecting his best game yet now that he's without Konami? Let us know in the comments.
For future Kojima updates, and if he happens to emotionally cripple you in some way, like this video and subscribe us to the know.
Subscribe us to the know. We're already subscribed, Ryan, but they can.
You could subscribe to the know if you like.
Ha 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 ha
Ha ha ha.
What are you feeling? That's right.
What is this man
That's
surrounding himself with?
He is looking to just eliminate humanity.
Hello, Kojima.
Through gaming.
I would like you to read my face and
I
convey
don't.
emotion.
Video games
You can't
can
do
love.
it, can you? You must make a video game.
Humans
Spread
can
my
love.
feelings to the world.